Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. I remember the flicker of candlelight from the birthday cake, the warm orange glow painting my guests' smiling faces. Yet her seat remained empty. My wife, Hannah, was missing. The cake read, "Happy 30th, Ethan," but I couldn't bring myself to blow out the candles. The moment stretched too long, thick with awkward sympathy. "Maybe she's stuck in traffic," my sister whispered, placing a hand on my shoulder. But I already knew. Deep down, beneath the polite laughter and clinking glasses, I knew. Hannah had promised she wouldn't miss it this year. She'd made that same promise last year too, when she'd been working late. I smiled for the guests, pretended everything was fine, cut the cake, and played host. My friends cheered, my parents gave speeches, and I felt like an actor trapped in a scene written by someone cruel. But every tick of the clock carved deeper into my chest. When the party ended, I stood at the window, phone in hand, staring at the dark street outside. 11:47 p.m. Still no text, no call. I dialed her, straight to voicemail. Something in me broke then, quietly, like a thread snapping. I didn't want to believe she was with someone else. I'd defended her before, told my friends they were paranoid, told myself that love meant trust. But tonight, something was different. Her location-sharing app still worked. I opened it, expecting to see her office. Instead, a small blue dot blinked near the Riverside Motel. My hand trembled. I sat in my car 15 minutes later, heart slamming against my ribs, headlights cutting through the fog as I pulled into the motel parking lot. I didn't even turn off the engine. Room 12. The door was slightly ajar, the faint hum of laughter leaking through. I don't remember deciding to walk closer. My legs just moved. Through the narrow gap, I saw her. Hannah, her hair tousled, wearing the black dress I'd bought her for my birthday party. Sitting on the bed, wine glass in hand. And beside her, Mark. Mark, my coworker, my so-called friend. He leaned in, said something, and she laughed. That same laugh she used to give me when I told her I loved her. I didn't barge in. I didn't shout or cry. I just stood there, every second etching itself into memory like acid on metal. Then I quietly backed away, returned to my car, and drove off into the night. The next morning, she came home, hair messy, smelling faintly of cheap motel perfume. "God, Ethan, I'm so sorry," she began. "Work. There was this late project I tried to call, but I just nodded." "You must be exhausted," I said softly. "Why don't you shower and rest? We'll talk later." Her eyes softened. "You're too good to me." "Yeah, too good." That afternoon, while she slept, I started planning. For weeks, I said nothing, pretended normalcy. I made her breakfast, kissed her goodbye before work, even laughed at her jokes. Meanwhile, I collected evidence, screenshots of messages, hotel receipts, photographs. I didn't confront her. I wanted her to feel safe, unguarded. And when the perfect moment came, I was ready. Our company's annual gala was coming up, a formal event with coworkers, partners, and spouses. Hannah loved those nights, the attention, the admiration. She spent days picking her dress, talking about how proud she was of me. Mark would be there too. The night of the gala, everything unfolded in slow motion. The chandeliers glittered, the wine flowed, and laughter echoed. I stood with my arm around Hannah's waist, smiling for the cameras, while my phone streamed a live video on the big screen behind us. Room 12 at the Riverside Motel. The same video I'd taken that night through the open door. At first, the crowd murmured, confused, then gasped. Someone shouted her name. Hannah froze, her smile collapsing, the color draining from her face. Mark stood near the bar, his expression turning from confusion to sheer horror as the video zoomed in on his tattooed wrist, unmistakable in the flickering motel light. The silence that followed was deafening. I took the microphone from the stage. My voice was calm. While I celebrated my 30th birthday alone, my wife and my coworker had their own celebration. In room 12, consider this my resignation from both my marriage and this company. Then I set down the mic and walked out. It's been 8 months since that night. The divorce finalized smoothly. She didn't contest a thing. Mark was fired for misconduct, his reputation shredded beyond repair. I sold the house, moved to a smaller apartment near the coast, and started over. But peace is a strange thing. Comes in waves, sometimes gentle, sometimes violent. Some nights, I still see her face in my dreams, hear her laugh echoing down that motel hallway. Sometimes I wonder if I went too far, whether revenge really fixed anything. Then I remember her sitting on that bed, wearing the dress I bought her for me. Love, I've learned, doesn't die in a single moment. It rots, slowly, quietly, until one day you realize it's gone, replaced by something sharper. Maybe that's what revenge really is. The final breath of love turned into fire. And though I've built a new life, there's still a part of me that drives by the old street sometimes. Past the home we built together, now occupied by strangers. Once, I parked across the road and saw her step outside, holding boxes. She looked older, smaller somehow. Our eyes met for a fraction of a second. No words, just a silent acknowledgement of what we destroyed. She turned away first. I started the car and left, the city lights blurring through the windshield. That was the last time I saw her. People often tell me revenge doesn't heal. Maybe they're right, but it teaches. It burns away illusion, exposing truth in its ugliest form. I loved a woman who could look me in the eye and still lie without flinching. I shared my dreams with a friend who smiled while betraying me. Now I share my story, so others know how quiet betrayal can be before it screams. And maybe, somewhere, Hannah reads this and remembers the night she missed my birthday party. The night she chose room 12 over 30 candles. And the night I stopped being the man who forgave everything.